this. They'll motion over Flowers. A first down throw for Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Bateman is the motion man. Again, it's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Third and 9. Bateman is the motion man. On third down, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. His kick is perfect. And the Ravens going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bears offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
3rd and long. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bears offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Williams to throw on second down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
3rd and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring him down for a sack and brings up 4th down.
The Bears sending out their punt team. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Ravens offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
In motion comes Andrews. On play action, here's Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
3rd and a yard. Hopkins sent in motion. Oh, run play. This is Hill. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Baltimore.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Pistol give to Henry. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here, another run by Swift. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll get this out wide. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go play action here with Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson gonna keep it himself. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. In the pistol, Jackson ready. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Quick throw here, taken by Hopkins. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Now Lamar gonna hang on to it.
Great work there defensively, Mike. You could tell they were onto that one from the start. They're able to hold them to a short gain on the keeper and force the 4th down.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as they get 4 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Play action now. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Henry tries to pull his way in. Good blocking, and he's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens move out in front by the score of 17-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Scott now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now Williams. Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Here's second down. Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Third and long. Here's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Jolly Good for people that are new here. Thank you guys for subscribing to my videos. I appreciate you guys so much. I got a video already out for you guys right now. So this is the second video. And what happened yesterday, I was supposed to get the video out yesterday, which I was doing. And my neighbor, well, my mom told me that our neighbor, it was something going on with him because his family came over to our house, knocked on our door, and asked had we heard where he's been at. Has he talked to us recently? My mom said no. And so, you know, a couple hours later, he almost passed away in his house, but the ambulance got there, the police got there, they kicked down his door. We was out there, you know, praying hopefully that, he would still be with us. And they took him to the hospital. So from my mama telling me, it seems like that he's fine, that he's okay. His sugar, whatever this thing is called, like it was low, and he's in isolation or something like that, they said. So pray and hope for him. Thank you guys so very much. So much. I can't thank you guys enough for all the love, support. Make sure you guys put God first. God is always first. And keep him in your prayers. Love you guys.